Hello, good evening. So let's make a video with a correction about the woman that was deported to Sierra Leone. You see it here, uh, Daniel, this YouTube channel called Antonio Daniel. He made a video about it, and then this big bounce, uh, Philip Philip Scott also made a video about it, and all those videos are the information these people are providing to the public are 100% incorrect and mistaken, and it's almost like they are doing it intentionally, misinformation. So I'm gonna talk about the requirement for someone when someone is going into a country, any country, as an immigrant. They are asking permission to enter a country with the conditions that is attached. Is no different when someone is immigrating into America. There is a condition that goes with their immigration status or immigration document, and every time they apply to renew that immigration document, which, when you first come in, there are a certain amount of years that you have that document valid, and then you have to apply to renew it, and every time you renew it, they run your background check to make sure you didn't commit a crime, you haven't killed someone, you haven't robbed someone, you haven't engaged in fraud, you haven't been committing all sorts of crimes that which you sign up not to do it when you first come to United States, and then they give you the renew paperwork. Again, this is not just America. All the country in the world have conditions for someone that are coming to live in the country, just like when you get your license, your driver license, or your nursing licenses. There are conditions that you have to abide by, otherwise you will lose that license. It's the same thing. And these two guys, Anthony Daniel, I watched some of his videos. He's all other issues, most of the times he is correct and logical and smart guy, but on this issue he is 100% misinformed and spreading fake informations. And Scott, this guy is a buffoon. He always 100% of his video in his channel, African diaspora, that's what he's making video, is he basically making a lot of hate content, racist person, the most racist person in this part of the world, this guy. So I don't expect anything from him, but when I saw that this guy Anthony Daniel and similar other African American making same repeated garbage content about this issue, I think people have the right to know correct information. And I also encourage, I'm going to explain the process of what it is, the requirement, the condition that comes with it, with immigration document, immigrant living in the United States before they become citizen, right? And also I encourage African American to actually look up, Google it. In today's society, intellectually advanced, there's no reason why you should be fooled, you should be misinformed, you should be driven with false and fake informations, and you take it as if it's true. And this have become a almost like purposely misinformed populations for whatever reason. So when someone comes to United States, look up this woman. I have looked up her name, her criminal records. She come to United States. She was given green card, which is a secondary document when you come in as a refugee. You get I-94, which is a document that when you first enter the country, and then you apply for green card, or you are given green card after a certain amount of time. But she got the green card, and then she commit crimes. The condition in immigration is that you're supposed to not commit crimes, crimes of moral turpitude. They don't care about traffic tickets, parking tickets, small stuff like that. But if you commit a crime like a fraud, like killing somebody, like robberies, drugs, DUIs, what they call crimes of a moral turpitude, you will lose that green card. That's the conditions. Just like when you have probation on your record that you have to obey by until the probation time is over. The same thing, similar thing with immigration. And just don't get convicted. You remember, people can be charged with the crime all the time. You get a lawyer, you fight the charges, don't get convicted, and then you apply for, after 5 years, you apply for citizenship, and then when you get citizenship, you do whatever. Hopefully you are a good person, someone with a moral compass who does good things because you're a good person. But it's to say that once you become citizen, you're not going to be deported back to your country or any other country. This is what happened to this woman. She committed crimes, and then immigration department find out that, and they basically take away her green card status, just like losing your driver license, and then they put her into deportation proceeding, which is they file paperwork and to put her into removal proceeding, which is to get her out of the country. She got a lawyer, immigration lawyer. She fought that, saying she can't go back, and so the judge, the immigration judge, give her a withholding of removal. Withholding of removal is basically the court order her removed. It's basically 2 lines. One line, this is on paperwork. One line says she's removed. The second line is that the removal is being withheld, withholding of removal. The reason is that she says if she go back to her country, this is, remember, 30 years ago. I mean, she come to United States 30 years ago. There was a war going on during that time. Right now, the condition is not the same. It's not the same government. Everything changed. So the condition that she fear and apply for the immigration, claiming fear of prosecutions, fear of deaths from that government, have already changed. This is 30 years ago. So the judge basically gave her a paper that say she cannot be removed back to her country because of the fear of prosecutions, and she can be removed to any other country in the world. So that's the paper she had up to this point. And then what happened is immigration can deport you to any other country, even though you have this paperwork, and you can work. They give you work permit. You can work any job. It doesn't matter. A lot of the crimes she committed was a long time ago, and after a certain amount of years, you can apply to become a doctor, so she got a nursing license. That's why a lot of people say, because she got nursing licenses, she had no criminal record. Her lawyer says she got no criminal record. That is a lie. She had a criminal record, and that's you don't lose a green card because you don't have a criminal record. You have to look up her history. This is a long time ago. Her criminal record is more than 10 years ago. So that's why she was able to apply to get a green card, and just like every other person that had crimes, criminal record that have 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it doesn't matter. Most of the times you can apply to nursing, to doctors, to lawyers, and to anything. So that's exactly what happens. As to say, so the immigration for this one, at this point, found a country that willing to accept her deportation, not her country, but the neighboring country. So, and the immigration take her and deport it to that country. And after a little while, that country decided that they don't want her in their country. They want to deport her back to her original country. That's what you see. Those people that are taking her to her original country is not American police, not American immigration. Those are African police officers that are between those two countries, have nothing to do with America. It's just the fact. America removed her to a third country, and then the third country removed her to her original country that have nothing to do with America. Right now she lives in her original country. There's nothing going on. The war that she fled to United States because of that war. The war ended over 30 years ago. There's nothing going on. And she refused to walk, so that's why she's being dragged on the floor. Just like you see this all the time. Imagine someone that want to drive after your drive license being revoked. They're driving drunk, and they don't want to. When they get arrested, they refuse to comply. Of course, they're gonna get dragged out into jail. It's no different. It's just emotional manipulations, which works very well on African American communities, which every society, every immigrant using whatever grievances of this community of African American communities for their own use. That's what she's doing. I'm African immigrant. I come to this country. Whatever immigration status that I come in under, I obey by. Even if whatever I did or I did not do, I comply with the country that I immigrated in. I don't commit crimes. I try not to commit any crimes for my own good. I'm a good person. I don't fear the government. It's not the reason why I don't commit crimes, even though, of course, you don't want to commit crimes to get deported to your country or any other countries and to jeopardize your immigration status. But most people don't commit crimes because they realize crime is bad. Imagine something simple as that. Committing crime is not something people look up to, admire. Just like eating out of the garbage dumpster is not something you aspire to or work toward to. People who commit crimes have something wrong with them intellectually, moral compass. They're intellectually not a good people. They lost their principle of control and civilization aspect of not living like animals. You don't want to drag yourself down to the point where you're committing crimes. This is not a 5,000 years ago. You don't need to commit crimes. Crime is something to look down to and to be ashamed of. And any community or people that commit crimes are not something to not associate with. And people who commit crimes are the lowest of the low in society. This is how what the morality of what keeps people from committing crimes. And of course, a lot more. And everybody have their own reasons. But in general, you're not a dog. You know, you have a intellectual consciousness where you supervise, you guide your own way based on the society mistakes over by learning, educating yourself, providing for yourself, and protecting what you have, so that people don't steal from you, people don't commit crimes, and you don't commit crimes the same way. And so this woman commit crimes and then cry foul because she get caught, and these people, Daniel and this big mouth Scott, run with these stories, and they are highly mistaken. And that's what I want to say about this that video. And if you want to watch the whole thing, this is his channel. He got a couple of channel now, but he is highly mistaken. And feel free to watch this channel. Stay tuned.